going to be leading you through a short 15-minute yoga class today. Today's class is going to be more of a gentle flow. I do usually teach either a vinyasa flow or a straight up yin class. A gentle flow sort of mixes the two. So we'll still be moving through poses, but that'll be a little more gentle in nature, perfect for a beginner, or if you just need some light movement into your body, perfect for starting your day to just introduce some movement, or a perfect way to end the day to start winding yourself down. So to begin, we're going to start in a child's pose. So that's big toes touching, heels slightly apart or mat distance. And you're just going to slowly let your hands melt forward, let your forehead, your chest melt toward the mat while your hips sink towards your heels. If this is the version of child's pose you're in, start to reach your hands forward, stretching your back out, all the while feeling gravity pull your hips closer toward your heels. Now, this is just this is the traditional way of performing child's pose. If your shoulders are bothering you, have your hands down by your feet, whether on the outsides of your hips or reaching through your knees straight towards your feet. Hi, Hoku. Try to find nice, easy breaths here. Another variation of child's pose you can have is to keep your knees together and just melt over your knees. You can take both your hands forward or your hands back. Having your knees together just gives you some support for your chest. Likewise, you can always use a block, a prop, books, a water bottle, a pillow, anything to make your yoga your yoga. Comfortable, but still, well, I guess depending. It can just be comfortable if that's what you feel like your body needs. So stay in your child's pose and start to work on your ujjayi breath or your yoga breath. Getting your inhales equal in length to your exhales, constricting the back of the throat slightly. So it should be a little audible, almost like Darth Vader's breathing. And then you'll start to notice that having it audible helps you to equalize your inhales, your exhales being equal in length. Now from your child's pose, slowly come up to a tabletop position. Wrists are stacked right underneath your shoulders. Hips are stacked right on top of your knees. You're going to be staring straight down so you have a nice long neck. Now if you're ever in a class where a downward dog isn't comfortable for you, your variation is tabletop. You're just reaching your crown forward and your hips back. Now, you do like to have an active tabletop, so hands are right in front of you, right underneath the shoulders. Depending on how your shoulders and wrists feel, maybe your middle fingers are straight forward, maybe your index fingers are straight forward. And from there, you're squeezing your hands together without actually moving them closer to each other. This activates your pecs, makes it an active tabletop pose. One more breath here. Now we're going to take a cat-cow breath. Inhale, belly drops, look up to where the wall meets the ceiling. Exhale, press into the mat, dome your shoulders, arch your back. Cow pose, belly drops, looking up, hips up. Exhale, cat pose, arch your back, tuck your tailbone, look toward your navel. Cow pose and cat pose. Keep going through this at a few more rounds at your own pace. Now, if you'd like to make it a little more movement, you can go side to side, almost like your spine is a jump rope. Or another way to add a little more sensation into this, it's called it's the restorative version of, well, a vinyasa almost. So instead of cat and cow pose, cat pose, this time, as you exhale, slip into a child's pose. As you inhale, slink your body forward, find the cobra pose. Now you see it's still the same, a back bend and a fold, but you're just accentuating the motion, making the motion a little longer and deeper. Whenever you've gone through all of your inhale and exhale warm-ups, find your tabletop, tuck your toes, and either stay in your downward facing dog, or stay in your tabletop, or move into your downward dog. Dog. Walk it out here. Your heels should be reaching toward the floor, but they might not touch it. You should be focusing your weight on your index and your thumb knuckles mostly, but you're really gripping into all your knuckles, all your finger pads, so you can really relieve pressure on your wrists. No pressure on the wrists. If you need to bend your knees a little or a lot, as long as it gets your tailbone a little higher. We're working on lengthening the back here. Take one more breath. Come to your tiptoes, bend your knees, straighten your legs, and now tiptoe your feet as slowly as you can till your feet are right behind your wrists. So hip distance apart. My feet are way wide right there. And you're taking a ragdoll pose here. So sway side to side. If you want to add a little weight, grab opposite elbows. The top of your head's pointed toward the floor. Legs are bent slightly. This is really a low back stretch. So if you can and you're comfortable, you can straighten your legs, add in the hamstring stretch, but just know that's the added cherry on top, not the main course. Now slowly release your hands, slowly roll yourself up, stacking vertebrae on vertebrae, till your head and neck are the last two things up. Roll your shoulders back once, twice, 3 times, then forward. You've got to keep it in balance. And then find your mountain pose, facing the front of your mat. Feet hip distance, palms face forward. Feel like your quads are going up toward your pelvis, kneecaps are rising, activating those muscles in your legs. Crown of the head is reaching up. Taking a nice breath still. While you're in Tadasana, if you'd like to change it, inhaling through the nose and audible exhale out the mouth, completely an option. So let's do that together. Inhale through the nose, side out through the mouth. Do that a few more times if you'd like. We're going to do a half salute. So inhale, arms reach up, gaze toward your thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, crown of the head is reaching forward. Hands are on your shins or maybe on your prop. You want to see if you can get a nice flat tabletop back. If I put the prop or a glass of water on your back, it wouldn't tilt over. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse all the way upright. And exhale, hands to heart center or at your side. We'll do one more half salute. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse one, dive all the way upright. Exhale, hands to heart center or at your side. Wonderful. So from here, step one foot back. I'm gonna step with my left so I can see the camera. Traditionally, you step back with the right. Now turn all 10 toes toward the side of the mat that you're facing forward to. Now, heel toe your feet in. You might have stepped wide, I stepped really wide. Heels in, toes are out. Hands to your heart center. Now slowly bend your knees, bring your thighs to parallel with the floor. We're taking our goddess pose. So now hands come to your inner knees. Now first left shoulder comes inside. Inhale up. Exhale, right shoulder. Taking a nice standing twist while still working our legs. Now, goddess pose, you want your thighs to be parallel with the floor. If that's not comfortable for you, raise your booty up. You're still getting a stretch. It might not be as deep, but you don't want to hurt yourself in yoga. In other sports, yeah, you want to give 110%. In yoga, you want to give like 90% because you can always do it tomorrow. And 90% every day will eventually add up to way bigger than 90% was at the very beginning. Go through a few more rounds, adding in this standing twist, and then slowly stand upright, straighten your legs, keep your feet right where they are, your toes right where they are. Bring your heels out so your feet are parallel. Blade sides of the feet are parallel with the edges of the mat or with each other if you're not on a mat. Hands to your hips or to a T. However, we can keep a nice long flat back. Inhale, reach the crown up. Exhale, fold forward. Once you feel a hunch in your back, hands down to the mat or to the floor. Walk your hands in toward your heels of your feet. Have your crown reach down. This is just like the forward fold we just took, but we're adding a little hip stretch. Now from here, slowly bend one knee, bend the other, bend one knee. See if you can actually go low, finding a nice skandasana. Sort of, I think it's a side lunge, is a nice way to translate it, but it's called skandasana if you wanted to Google the pose. So the foot on the bent knee is flat on the floor, ideally. The extended leg toes are pointed up. Now you can either go right back up to your wide-legged forward fold, or you can try to keep your booty as low as you can as you shift to skandasana on the other side. Holding it here for a breath or two. Toes up. Ideally, bent knees, foot is down. Walking your hands back to center. Straighten your legs, finding your wide-legged forward fold again. Inhale, hands underneath your shoulders, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to your hips. Inhale, come up with a flat back. Hands still on your hips. Step to the top of your mat, big toes touching, heels slightly apart. Finding a proper Tadasana now. Proper, if your hips don't like big toes together, hip distance. Always have options. Now close your eyes. Deep inhale through the nose, like I said. Audible, exhale it out the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Audible, exhale out the mouth. Open your eyes. Shake it out. See how your body feels after just a little movement's been added into it. And then props to you for taking some time out of your day for yourself. And congrats. Once more, my name is Frances. I can't wait. I was so happy to guide you through a small little practice today. I can't wait to see you guys in UNLV. Bye.